Hello, I am Mal, and welcome back to XCOM The Long War. Oh, so this is going to be a little bit of a different episode, kind of like the promotions slash buy all the things video, right? This is just a little special community poll. So I want to discuss with you and solicit feedback on what you think about how I should proceed in the campaign with regards to the alien bases and how we're going to address that on a go-forward basis. Because if we take a look at the situation room, and let me make sure there's no pending requests for Europe. Nope, that's China, Japan, India. Okay, so none of those are going to help us with panic. So when we look at panic levels, chances are we're going to lose France at the end of the month. I mean, maybe not, but probably. Okay, Russia is at risk as well. It's very close to leaving. Now, I could do another alien base assault this month. In theory, I have enough time to finish it off. We still have... Oh, nope, there goes France right there. Okay, so we've already lost France. Okay, that's a given. So I don't have to think about that anymore. We have the Exalt base raid. So the question is, do we throw up... we already have a satellite here. Do we go back in once it flips? I don't know. It's so tough for me, and that's why I'm asking you guys. If we lose France or Russia, my question is, do we use another skeleton key, and do we try to go and take them back? Okay, so I'm going to actually put this up. Like I said, this is for a community vote, so there's going to be a couple different strategies. So strategy A, and the link to the vote will be in the description of this video. Also, I am recording this on like December... I don't know, 19th or 20th of 2015. So if you get to this video, and welcome, by the way, if you're joining us late, and that's fine, but just bear in mind, this poll is happening now, so you can go vote on it if you want, but I probably will have already moved on, right? So just bear that in mind. Okay, so option A is going to be yes, we're going to aggressively go after the base assaults, and you want to see them all. Now, that's the other consideration, is that I thought about, okay, I'll go after the base assaults, but I'm not sure that I want to record every one, and I'll tell you why. For me, it's like a 3.5, 4 hour deal, and I know that it's probably hard to understand if you've never done any YouTube or you've never done any Twitch streaming of any kind, but commentating and playing a game, particularly on a high difficulty, it is more difficult. Like, my gameplay, I think, is pretty solid. When you guys are watching it, I think I'm a good player. I'm not the best player, but I think I'm pretty solid at XCOM. But I'm much better when I'm not commentating, and that's because no matter how your brain works and how good you might be at something, the reality is when you are explaining things and commentating and trying to play the game at the same time, it does take some of your mental capacity, of which mine is somewhat limited. So option B is, yes, go after the base assaults, but not necessarily show them all. And what I could do is maybe just like give you some screen captures, like here's who went on the mission, and here's the results of the mission. I could do something like that for a couple of them. Plus, if I do base assault after base assault after base assault, I feel like it might get tedious for you as the viewers. But if it's something you really want to see, then you have that option to vote for that. But option B is going to be, yes, go after them, but just give us the recaps. We don't necessarily need to see every base assault. Okay? Now, no, there's more options. We're not done. Don't go anywhere. Hold on. The other option is we could just say, okay, we're not going to worry about any more base assaults, and if we lose Europe, we lose it. And what we do, if we do that, we're taking a calculated risk that we can get firestorms up fast enough. Now, remember, we're building 2 right now. What are they, like 15 days away, 18 days away? Oh, 5 days away. Okay, I didn't even realize we were that close. Okay, so the thought process being that we can get these firestorms online and then get them some good weapons in the next few weeks. Plasma-based weapons, or EMPs, or whatever. But we need to get some higher-end weapons to put on them, okay? And the thought process being, okay, once we've got 2 firestorms sitting on the same continent somewhere, we can hope for an overseer ship to show up. So if an overseer ship, which is kind of like the big, super beefy boss ethereal, if one of those ships shows up and we have 2 firestorms, then chances are with boosters we could shoot one down. Now that means that we could then go get the ethereal, which we'd have to capture, which is just the level of difficulty of beta 15 on impossible. I'm just trying to, like, in my brain, I'm trying to get my head around how I'm going to do that, but we have to. Okay, so we capture an ethereal, and then that pushes us to the end game, because then we can build. I mean, I have to build the hyperwave relay before the overseer will show up. That's a given, but I could build the hyperwave relay, then hope for an overseer to show up on the same continent with 2 firestorms, shoot it down, capture the ethereal, and then we'll have access to build the Gallop Chamber, which would take us to the end game, which is the temple ship. But that's a lot of ifs, ands, you know. I mean, there's a lot of maybe there. It's not. It's rushing towards the end game would be ideal in terms of stopping the aliens' progression, right? Because every month they're getting tougher, and they're already pretty darn tough. Now, I'm not so certain if that's the best course or not. Now, in beta 15, there is a point when they just can't get any tougher, which is good. In beta 14, they would keep going and keep going. So in theory, at some point, there's got to be a kind of a tech level breakout for us where we kind of start to get ahead. But we're not there yet. And I would say that Shush, Bradford. I would say that we're pretty even right now. Now, if I take my best soldiers like I did on that most recent Terra mission, I could, you know, clearly they can lay it down, but we don't have like 2 full A teams. We don't have them. We have like an A team and a half, and we've got some good solid B teams, but we can't send, you know, full groups of Master Sergeants on every mission. We're not there yet. So option C is let Europe go, and we're going to pursue rapidly as we can, shooting down an Overseer, building the Gallop Chamber, and pushing for the endgame. That's option C. Okay? Then last but not least, there is the sort of what I want to say stay flexible option, which is I just play it by ear. Maybe I take on some of the base assaults, maybe I don't. And I just play it by ear, and I handle all the other missions that come up, you know, abductions and otherwise. And I just build up my infrastructure and let the aliens kind of roll forward with some progress, knowing that they're going to, and not worry about it so much. And then at some point, we're going to shoot down an Overseer, get an Ethereal, and then move towards the end game. So similar to C, but more kind of like, that's sort of my kind of like hedging our bets option. That would be option D. Okay? So again, option A, we get really, really aggressive about the base assaults and just keep getting in their face. Option B is we still do the same thing. We're really, really in their face, go after the base assaults, but you just want recaps. You don't want to see every single one. Option C is we let Europe go, but we, as quickly as possible, shoot down an Overseer and go for the win. And option D, being it kind of play by ear, maybe kind of consider that the defensive option and just maintain our options and be flexible. So again, the link to vote on this will be in the description of this video, and I really, really want to hear back from you on this. I feel like you folks are very connected to this Let's Play, and I really appreciate the feedback that I get from all of you. So, put something in the comments below, and please go and click on the link. It'll be a straw poll, and just give me your thoughts. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, I am Mal, and I will see you later.